I was always in awe. In 1964, with the help of his beloved brother George, he came to England to study accountancy and communications. He began working in the civil aviation communications, and eventually he worked as a civil servant at the Department of the Ministry of Defense. He absolutely adored his work and remained there until he retired. However, it was not all about work and studying. Dad would tell me about the vibrant, energetic Ghanaian scene in London. There would be parties in halls, parties in houses, and parties in streets. The first generation of Ghanaians truly knew how to party and celebrate life. The men would dress in their stylish suits, the women would dress with elegance, and famous Ghanaian bands like the CAK Band and others would travel in from Ghana, dropping those famous high life tunes. It was at one of these parties in 1974 that my mum met my dad in South London at Battersea Town Hall. My dad instantly knew that she was the one. My mum, however, was not particularly impressed. Auntie Florence, my mum's best friend, kept saying, "Mary, this is going to be your husband." My dad, ever patient, took his time and eventually managed to woo my mum, and they got married in 1975. Dad was a family man, and he was dedicated to his wife and his children. It was always family first. Today, we live in a world where we place value on the job that we do or how much wealth that we've accumulated. But I believe being a loving, dedicated husband and father is one of the greatest accomplishments that one can achieve. Growing up in our house, it was always full. There was always a family member from mum's family or dad's family staying short-term or long-term. And whilst my sister and I could at times moan and say, "Oh, again," it never bothered my dad. Rather, he was truly welcoming. Everyone left our house loving and appreciating Uncle Dan even more. His motto really was, "My home is your home." Dad would be happiest pottering about in the garden, tending to whatever he might be growing that season. His head was always in a newspaper, keeping up to date with current affairs. Dad was our go-to man if we needed any information on politics, past or present. He was that good with popular culture that we formed a saying in our household: if Dad does not know the person, they are not famous. Sunday was a day of songs and worship. You would often hear him full voice singing along to the Sunday TV program Songs of Praise, always nailing those harmonies like a professional. We would join in creating an impromptu Nyantachi family choir each week.